introduce to you tonight my friend, Jaime Areizaga-Soto, who is announcing his campaign for state senate. Jaime has a long list of accomplishments that make me proud to call him a friend. He is a graduate of the Sorensen Institute for Political Leadership, a former White House fellow, an Obama appointee to the U.S. Agency for International Development, like me, an attorney, and a lieutenant colonel in the National Guard. Jaime is also a lifelong Democrat and committed member of ACDC. Jaime has worked hard for years to make Arlington and Virginia a better place, consistently volunteering his time for fundraising and get-out-the-vote efforts. In fact, he was phone banking for OFA at ACDC headquarters just this morning. Jaime is a progressive champion who I know will always fight for our values in the state senate. Too often, progressive Democrats have been dealt defeat on issues that we care about, even in the state senate where we have the majority. I know that Jaime will be an independent voice fighting for progressive values in Richmond. Jaime Areizaga-Soto.
Good evening, my fellow Arlington Democrats. Buenas noches. I'm Jaime Areizaga-Soto, and I'm running to represent the 31st District in the Virginia Senate. My history with ACDC began in 1995 as a volunteer. In 1997, I was a member of the Resolutions Committee. More recently, I served as Finance Vice Chair and in the Steering Committee. Over the years, I've worked with many of you to help elect great Democrats in Arlington and across the Commonwealth, standing side by side to fight for the progressive values we share. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm an attorney, served as a JAG Lieutenant Colonel in the Army National Guard. I'm a former White House fellow and a lifelong Democrat. The Obama administration appointed me to a top post at USAID, from which I resigned just a couple of weeks ago, to be a candidate to represent you in Richmond. I was born in Puerto Rico and raised in a family that values public service. My mom, an elementary school teacher, my dad, a Korean War veteran, instilled in me the twin values of education and service. I followed in my family's footsteps to serve our country in uniform as a citizen soldier. I fell in love with Virginia when I came to visit my family in Fairfax over 30 years ago. Since, my heart has been in Northern Virginia for its progressive values and its commitment to education, equality, and justice. Over the past two General Assembly sessions in Richmond, I served as the policy advisor to Senator Mary Margaret Whip, supporting and advising her on legislation and caucus-related matters. I know and have worked closely with every one of the 22 Democratic senators. Just this year, I worked with Senator Edwards and Senator Marsh in killing more than 10 Arizona-style anti-immigrant bills. Like everyone else, I am very sad to see Senator Whipple leave the Senate. I am committed to honor her service as her successor, if you so determine. I'm running for 3 reasons. First, to be a strong voice in the fight for progressive priorities against the backwards agenda of Governor McDonnell and the Republicans in Richmond. The Senate has to be the backstop against their divisive, harmful, and extreme agenda. Unfortunately, even the Democratic-controlled Senate has dealt progressives defeats on various things, ranging from protecting a woman's right to choose to keeping our environment clean, and our children safe. If I earn your trust to represent you in Richmond, I will fight every attempt to take Virginia backward. To ensure the borrow and spend policies of Governor McConnell and the Republicans in Richmond do not risk our critical investments in public education. Our communities and Virginia's future deserve better. Third, I am running to bring new people and new energy to politics. We're a diverse community filled with young and less young families and people from all backgrounds and walks of life. My campaign will focus on grassroots outreach to include all of our friends and neighbors in the process. My candidacy offers you a choice, and in that way it honors our nation's commitment to government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The voters for the 31st District will now decide who will be their senator, instead of the other way around. I ask for your vote on August 23rd and for your work knocking doors, making phone calls, and building a campaign that will make us all proud over the next 111 days leading up to the primary. Please join our campaign. Sí se puede. Yes, we can. Thank you so much. Go Arlington.